$500 a month. That is not a life-changing number. That is not the kind of figure that makes headlines or gets celebrated at dinner parties. $500 a month is a car payment, or a grocery budget, or the amount most people spend without ever really noticing where it went. And for a long time, that is exactly what I did with it. I earned it, I spent it, and at the end of the month I had nothing to show for it except a slightly more comfortable version of the same financial situation I had always been in. Then I made one decision that changed everything. I stopped treating that $500 like spending money and started treating it like investment capital. And 48 months later, my portfolio crossed $50,000. This video is the exact system I used. Not a theory. Not a framework I read in a book. The actual steps, in the actual order, with the actual numbers. If you have been earning money consistently and wondering why your bank account never seems to grow, you are about to understand exactly why, and exactly how to fix it. Let me start with the honest version of how this began, because the real story is not inspiring in the way you might expect. I was not broke. I was not desperate. I was just stuck in a pattern that most people never even recognize as a pattern. Every month, money came in. Every month, money went out. The balance stayed roughly the same. And because nothing was dramatically wrong, there was never a dramatic reason to change anything. The shift happened when I sat down and calculated what $500 a month, invested consistently at a 9% average annual return, would become over 10 years. The number I got back was just over $93,000. I had put in $60,000 of my own money. The market had added $33,000 I never worked for. I stared at that number for a long time. Then I opened a brokerage account the same afternoon. That is phase 1 of this system, and it is the most important phase because it is the one most people skip entirely. Phase 1 is simply the decision to redirect money before your lifestyle can intercept it. $500 a month feels like a lot to commit to investing when you first start. It feels like a sacrifice. But here is what I discovered within the first 90 days. I did not miss it. My life did not change. The coffee was the same. The rent was the same. The groceries were the same. The only thing that changed was that $500 was now working somewhere instead of disappearing somewhere. The vehicle I chose was straightforward. I split my monthly investment between a total market index fund and a dividend-focused ETF. No individual stocks. No sector bets. No timing the market. Just 2 funds, bought automatically on the same day every month, regardless of what the market was doing. This is a critical detail. The automatic part. When the investment happens automatically, you remove the decision from the equation entirely. You never have to choose between investing and spending because the money is gone before the choice presents itself. Now let me talk about what the first year actually looked like, because this is where most people lose faith and quit before the system has a chance to work. After 12 months of $500 monthly investments, my portfolio sat at around $6,200. My dividend income for the entire year was approximately $48. $4 a month. That number is supposed to feel discouraging. It is designed by the math of compounding to feel inadequate in the early stages. The people who understand this keep going. The people who do not understand this open a different tab and look for something faster. I kept going. And here is what the math does over time. In year 2, my portfolio crossed $12,000. My annual dividends climbed to about $90. Still small. Still not impressive at a dinner table. But the trajectory was beginning to take shape. In year 3, the portfolio crossed $20,000. Dividends for the year, approximately $160. And then something interesting happened. The market had a strong run, and my portfolio jumped faster than my contributions alone could explain. I was adding $500 a month, but the portfolio was gaining more than that from appreciation. This is the moment the system starts to feel real. Not because the numbers are large yet, but because you can see the mechanism operating. Your money is making money without you doing anything. The gap between what you put in and what the portfolio holds starts to widen in your favor. By month 48, the portfolio crossed $50,000. I had personally contributed $24,000. The market had contributed the remaining $26,000. For the first time in my life, the market had added more to my net worth than I had through my own contributions in a given period. That crossover, that moment when the portfolio's momentum exceeds your input, is the beginning of the wealth snowball that everyone talks about but very few people actually experience because very few people stay consistent long enough to reach it. The dividend income by month 48 was approximately $145 per month. Not rent money. Not financial freedom. But a car insurance payment, covered every month by income one never worked for. And growing. So here is the system distilled to its simplest form. Decide on a fixed monthly amount. It does not have to be $500, it can be less. Set it to transfer automatically to your brokerage account on payday. Buy a low-cost index fund or dividend ETF immediately. Do not look at the balance for emotional reasons. Do not adjust the amount downward when life gets expensive. Do not stop when the market drops. Just repeat the same action every single month for as long as you can sustain it. The system is not complicated. It is not exciting. That is precisely why it works. Exciting systems attract attention and then get abandoned. Boring systems run quietly in the background while you live your life, and one day you look at your portfolio and the number surprises you. $500 a month surprised me with $50,000. It is now working toward $100,000. The system has not changed. The amount has not changed dramatically. Only the time has passed, and the math has done what math always does when given enough time and left alone. Your one action today is this: calculate what your number is. Not 500, your number. Whatever you can commit to monthly without breaking your essential budget. Open the account. Set the automatic transfer. Then leave it alone and let time do the work that no shortcut ever could.